Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, we're going to be talking about my current Amazon favorites. Now you guys know I don't make a monthly Amazon video nor quarterly. I'm not that person who tries to shove my Amazon favorites down your throat, but when I have an accumulation of multiple things that I've been loving from Amazon, I bring them to you because we're about to approach the holiday season, and I will make a separate video of all my holiday recommendations because I consider myself a good gift giver. But if some of my favorite Amazon finds happen to be good gift giving finds too, hey, look, we kill two birds with one stone. Now, I'm going to go through my list. I'm not going to have ring on this list. Anybody who watches my Amazon favorites know I usually put a little ring camera on there. I ain't going to put no ring on here, but I am going to put things that I've been loving and using a lot. So, first things first, let's go into my coffee. I'm an iced coffee girl. I used to be a buy coffee outside the house girl, and with the Starbucks boycott and just the overall overpriced nature of coffee itself, I said, we got coffee at the house. We got coffee at the house. I saw this TikTok that was viral and said the concentrate that they use for iced coffee at First Watch. So if you've ever been to First Watch and you've tried their iced coffee, they had the recipe for it. And I went to First Watch right after I saw that video, tried their iced coffee because I wasn't familiar with their iced coffee, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. So I went online and got exactly what they use. This is exactly what they use at First Watch. It is the Le Concentrate de Moin iced coffee sweetened. I've repurchased this, looking at my tracking history, at least 4 times. I think we're on 3 or 4 times. I buy this regularly and use this regularly. It is good. I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, people trying to convince themselves that their iced coffee at home isn't trash and they're just sipping it. And the comments were agreeing. I honestly gotta say, I get it. I laughed, but I think my combination is really good. I use just a little bit of this, a little bit of milk, and a little bit of creamer. I've been loving the frosted cookie or the sugar cookie variety recently. It's definitely, I know we're, again, a little early for the holidays, but who doesn't like a frosted sugar cookie type vibe? This, that, the combination, you guys know I would not lead you astray on something. And again, I've bought this personally several times. So I do honestly love it. And speaking of my love for iced coffee, I saw I Fancy Cupcakes, the Hearts and Cakes 90 on Instagram and TikTok. I saw her make a TikTok video about iced coffee cups. You guys know I normally have my little kind of mason jar type iced coffee cups, and I love these. However, I saw her have larger sizes, and I was like, that's perfect. That's what I need exactly, because again, I can go through some iced coffees. I need it for my energy, for my focus, for my just concentration. I'm a coffee girl, but I could use a little bit more. And so she showed and displayed a iced coffee cup that was larger on her page. It was sold out, but it got me on the hunt for one, and I love this. Now this is the 2-pack. I got the 2-pack of this just because I have so many of these. I don't need 1,000 cups, so I didn't want to buy like a 20-pack of these, but I do have a set of these iced coffee cups, and I love them. My next faves, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm heavy into reading now. I'm in my reading era. I've finally found a niche hobby that is not monetized, but yet I enjoy it and I can do it in my free time, in my spare time. And everybody knows that Amazon in its origin was a book, a bookstore. It was an online bookstore. I think my very first, if I look at my very first Amazon purchase, I believe it was a book, because that was what Amazon was for a decade ago. You bought your novels, and now we've gotten away from that. But I think when I still compare prices of books on Amazon versus the Barnes and Nobles and going to a little bookstore, the prices are much, much, much cheaper on Amazon. So I recently finished Verity. Amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend. Bought it on Amazon. I'm currently reading The Housemaid. It is my first Frida McFadden book, and I'm a third of the way through. According to Goodreads, I'm like 30% exactly done with that. And my next read after that will be The Silent Patient. It's October as I'm filming this. It's spooky season. maybe in my psychological thrillers, my psychological suspense novel era. I bought these books. I do have a Goodreads now. Some of you guys who follow me on Instagram suggested I make a Goodreads to track my book reading and to engage with you guys. And I really love it. So follow me on Goodreads if you're a reader and you are on Goodreads. My name on there is just Lia Lavon. And see the other books that I have. I do have much more books. They're not all psychological thrillers. They're not all Colleen Hoover. They're not all Frida McFadden. I have a plethora, but if there are other books that I should read that you would think I'd be into, I say I'm into thrillers. I like page turners. I like to be engaged. Super romantic isn't my vibe. I like a little bit of romance, but I don't love, sexy time all the time. I like a little bit of who, what, where, and how in my books. Also, one of my best friends was here a few weeks ago. She was like, I feel like you're going to get a Kindle. I feel like you're going to get a Kindle because you love electronics, you love gadgets, you love all that good stuff. I have noticed within this last, I think, week or two of me filming this, they've come out with several new Kindles. They have the paper white. They have the newest color version of Kindle. So Kindles have historically had that black and white. They finally have a color version of it. I am an OG book reader. I will never be an electronic reader girl. I'm not an e-reader girl. I need the pages. I need the old-fashioned smell of a book. My grandmother was a librarian her entire life, her entire career. And so books were her thing, and physical copies of books are my thing. So book era, follow me on Goodreads if you want to keep up with what I got going on, and definitely leave some book recommendations down below. The next love, I had it on yesterday. I don't have it on today because the cut of this would show it, but it is a new bra, and I'm not going to do a try on because we've talked about this in other Amazon videos. We're not doing no more try on for any more companies to steal my image and go about it the way they want to. But I do enjoy this bra. I bought it. I just bought one at first, and now I'm going to go back and buy a couple more. I've been on the hunt now that I know my actual size. I have so many bras in the wrong size that now it's about building up my bra collection back to having bras that actually fit. Now that I know I'm a 34H and I'm solid in the fact that I'm a 34H, please don't go any bigger. Please do not. Please stay where we are. Go smaller. Well, prefer smaller. Would not love an increase in that department. I am good in that department. But 34Hs, it's harder to shop for those. I'm no longer in Victoria's Secret. I have to go to actual places that have them. Bare Necessities is an amazing site that I love for bras, but again, I think I've taken every 34H I can. I like their minimalist bra, but Amazon, this bra felt and fit really good and really comfortably. I know it goes up to, I think it has a J. It goes up in size, and it is a really phenomenal bra. I bought, again, just one just to test it out because this is Amazon. I don't trust the hold. I don't trust the lift, but I've worn it out several times, and it feels good. I've washed it. I don't dry in the dryer any of my bras, but it washed well. It wears well. I think it's just a really well-made bra, and it definitely comes in different colors as well. Now, as I talked about, I'm a coffee girl. Because I'm getting, I think it's because of age, maybe a little bit of age. I have found that I have a good wind in the morning, and then there's a certain point of the day where I need my coffee and I need another wind. I need another boost. I've started in the mornings taking two things for natural kind of energy. I bought these Let Me Focus. It's literally called Let Me Focus. They are concentration gummies. It contains both lion's mane and B12. You're supposed to take 2 gummies a day. It is kind of good. I've noticed a difference. I truly have. I also bought independently of that lion's mane as well. Lion's mane is known for focus. I have these specifically for focus, and then I've taken and I paired, so I guess I'm doubling up on the lion's mane, kind of. I also have B12 supplements, iron supplements. I'm in my vitamin era. Again, as I age, I'm not the same Lia Lavon who started this channel 8 years ago. I'm aging, and as I grow, I'm putting you on because I'm sure we're all aging together. We're all aging together on this journey. I've noticed a difference almost immediately with the Let Me Focus. I noticed kind of like a shift, like the brain, I don't know, the brain kind of just, I kind of zone in. I zone in on what I've been needing to zone in on. I had a lot of spreadsheet heavy work in the last month. AAP, affirmative action planning, just focusing on things at work that I need to be very meticulous about. I need to be very honed in on. And I've definitely noticed a shift with both the Let Me Focus. I do try to throw this in there as well, just like an extra boost of lion's mane. But lion's mane, they say, is nature's Adderall. So if you need like a natural supplement for focus, for energy, for performance and concentration, I think those two supplements really have shown an improvement in the last 2 months that I've been taking them. You guys know I not in my Apple Watch era as much as I used to be. I'm thinking about getting an Oura ring, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. I'm debating on do I need it for my tracking and my health tracking and all that, but I don't wear my Apple Watch unless I'm traveling or doing something of the sort. But I do love fashion watches recently, and I recently bought this gold watch, this very thin gold watch from Amazon, and I love it. It was very affordable. It fits very comfortably, and it kind of goes with, I'm a very gold themed person, and it goes with what I have on, and I love it. I love thin, I love dainty. I'm going to do a whole jewelry collection video right after this so you can see the thin, dainty nature of all the jewelry that I own. However, I wanted to highlight this watch because I got it recently from Amazon and I adore it. If you've been watching my channel recently too, you saw I did a renovation in my bedroom and I've been loving it. I've been loving it. There's a couple more tweaks, a couple more things that I want to add to it. Maybe you'll see in an upcoming Amazon video. There's just a couple of things I need to add, but what I've been loving is the paintings. Again, I renovated my room for very affordable cost. That did not cost me a ton of money. It cost me very few dollars, and I came out exactly how I wanted it. So the paintings in my room, I've been loving, loving, loving. The bedding in my room, I've been loving. The pillows. I mean, again, the pillows themselves were all pillows that I had. It's just the inserts, not the inserts, the cases. The pillowcases are the new thing, and I love the feel, the look. I like the new curtains that I have. A lot of people asked me in that Rod video, do I like the old version or the new version? I 100% like the new version. The black goes with my room. I think they hold really, really well. I don't have any issues with the security of them. And I think the nature of the color scheme now really just matches what I want for my room. A lot of people said millennials are taking color out of the room because my room was blue before and now it's this solid neutral color. It's just the era I'm in. I'm not going to speak for all millennials and say we're taking the color out of everything. Maybe we are, but maybe we're also aging and we're just changing our minds about what we love. I have a pop of color in my living room. My living room is exactly the same as it's always been in any house tour you've seen it. I just wanted something different for the room that I now read in constantly. I'm in constantly. You want to wake up and feel good in the room that you're in. So everything that I have in my new bedroom listed down below. And again, I love it. And last but not least, my sambas. Okay, so you guys know I'm a recruiter by day. September is heavy college recruiting season, and it's a lot of standing. I stand a lot. You can sit down, but I think it's important to be able to engage with the students, to go and stand in front of the booth, be able to talk with people, stand eye to eye, look at them, that type of thing. And I normally wear flats. I'm a very flat heavy girl. And although flats, are okay, there's a certain point in the day when you just want tennis shoes. Now, I got the Sambas. I made a video maybe earlier this year talking about how I wanted the Sambas, and someone was like, they're not great walking shoes. They're not great walking shoes. They're beautiful, but like if you go on long distances or you're looking for a good walking shoe, this isn't it. Now, I can honestly say I have not gone walking, but I've stood in these for 9-10 hours a day. Some fairs are 9 to 5. They are a long fair. They're a long fair. Some are like more 12 to 4, like half day situations, but there are some at much, much bigger schools that are all day affairs. And you stand a lot and you need a good standing shoe. I think these are great standing shoes, good driving shoes. I haven't walked distances in these shoes. Well, kind of, I have. I walked around Clemson's campus in these bad boys, and they were okay. And that was a hilly campus. They are good fashion shoes as well. I feel like they go with everything. Like I can pack these, and I know no matter what I'm wearing, they go with it. They just flow. They're the kind of normal, I guess, versions of the Sambas. They do come in different colors, but I kind of got the, again, neutral ones that would go with most items. And I can definitely say I enjoyed them this season. I'm happy with my Sambas purchase. Again, I bought them from Amazon. I think you can go to, I'm not a sneakerhead, so I don't know where to get shoes from. I guess Foot Locker, Sports Authority type stores. I don't own a lot of tennis shoes because I'm not like the biggest knower of brands and things. But if I do own tennis shoes, they're all Adidas. They're all Adidas, and I have a pair of kids. I have a pair of kids, but I'm an Adidas girl. I'm loyal to the three stripes. But that has been it. Those have been my Amazon favorites, and I really have been loving these. These are things I use often. I wear my Sambas every week. I take my Let Me Focus every day. I drink my coffee every day through the week. I try not to drink coffee on the weekends because I'm like, girl, live your life. If you want to bed rot, you can bed rot. You deserve to bed rot. You don't need to be on 10. You don't have to have the caffeine. You can slow it on down. But pretty much everything else, I'm reading my books. I'm enjoying my bedding. I'm enjoying my photos. These are things I actually utilize and I actually love. If you like any of this, let me know down below. If there's things on Amazon you've been eyeing and you've been looking at, let me know too. I am all ears or eyes down below in that comment section. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 and Goodreads at Lia Lavon too if you want to keep up with my book reading shenanigans. Make sure you're following me on TikTok at Lia Lavon to keep up with my shenanigans a little bit more in real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.